Today, we are looking at how we live our life in our mind, our thinking life. This is mental life education. Our main duty is to help people live quality life in their mind. Many have lost their life because of fear. Many have gained damage to their organs, body organs, because of worry and anxiety. Many sicknesses and diseases have been developed because of depression, loneliness, bitterness, jealousy, and anger. In the field of medicine, there is an area called psychosomatics, where there is a study on the effects of our thinking on the body. I read from a magazine how a certain woman developed cancer as a result of fear and guilt. And when the fear and guilt went away, she was able to recover from the cancer. Today, we are going to look at how to overcome fear, worry, and anxiety, bitterness, jealousy, and many other emotional difficulties we face every day. We normally think that God lives in heaven alone. But God does not live in heaven alone. He lives inside our mind and our hearts. But many of us do not recognize God or Jesus Christ, who is living inside our mind. We see God living far away from us instead of seeing God living inside our mind. So I want you to know that God is living inside your mind. But what do you use Him for? The question also arises, if God is living inside my mind, how come fear comes into my mind? Bitterness comes into my mind. Jealousy comes into my mind. Loneliness comes into my mind. Discouragement comes into my mind. Procrastination comes into my mind. Laziness comes into my mind. What is the reason? The reason is that we have not learned how to use God, who is living inside our mind, to overcome these things in our mind. So God is living in our mind idle, without doing anything. But mental life education wants to explain the mechanics through which you can use God to solve the problem of your negative emotions. So God is living inside your mind. And God, who is living inside your mind, has power over fear. He has power over bitterness. He has power over jealousy. He has power over anger. He has power over discouragement. How then do we use God, who is living inside our mind, to overcome our emotional difficulties? The process is this. First, you must recognize that God is living inside your mind. That mental awareness must come into your mind. You must become aware that God is living inside your mind. And if God is living inside my mind, then it is important to report to Him my fear, my bitterness, my discouragement, my loneliness, my anger, my worry, anxiety. I need to discuss those problems with God, who is living inside my mind. So, how do you discuss your emotional problems, the fear, the worry, with God, who is living inside your mind? By making Him as if He's your friend. God, who is living inside my mind, I have fear in my mind, and I need to deal with this fear. I need to overcome this fear. As you discuss this problem with God who is living inside your mind, the fear will vanish, the loneliness will vanish, the discouragement will vanish, the dissatisfaction will vanish. If you are able to apply this, you realize that with time, fear will no longer dwell inside your mind. Therefore, it is important that you learn how to use God who is living inside your mind to accomplish or to overcome your negative emotions. No one can solve your fear for you, only you yourself, through God who is living inside your mind. So wake up Jesus Christ, or God who is living inside your mind, wake him up and let him become aware of your problems. Discuss your problems with him. Discuss your difficulties with him in your mind. Discuss your emotional difficulties with him in your mind. Don't see God who is living inside in heaven. See him as someone who is living inside your mind. And discuss your problems with him. Your fear and bitterness and jealousy and all those things will vanish from your mind. This method has been used by many people. Many people have used this method to solve and overcome their fear, discouragement, and worry. So you can also do the same thing. I'll be bringing to you quite a number of methods for overcoming fear, bitterness, jealousy, anger, loneliness, guilt, regret, revenge, and other stuff in our mind. Therefore, learn to use this method effectively so that the other methods, you will become good at it or good at them. This is Mental Life Education. I am a mental life educationist. Continue to subscribe to this channel and continue to listen to this channel. Continue to follow me on YouTube, for mental life education will bring you the joy, the happiness your mind has been searching for. Thank you.